What's happening, my people? So it's your boy ChanceJolivette, aka Smooth, back with another video. So today, tonight, this morning, whenever you're watching this video, what we're gonna be talking about The Walking Dead season 11, episode 16, Acts of God, is heating up. Everybody that's jumped off of the Walking Dead bandwagon and stuff, man, y'all missing out, man. Is heating up. It's heating up. One thing I want to talk about when this episode first starts off. Eugene has been a virgin for 40-something years. And it's ironic that in this saga, like he's finally ended his virginity with the fake Stephanie, then again with the real Stephanie. Like he struck out his whole life. Now he hitting home runs out the park with the real and the fake Stephanie. You go, Eugene. Do your damn thing. But we see Hornsby, he has Daryl and crew. They out there on a wild goose chase. They got him hunting, acting like they hunting for like Negan and them. They trying to kill that crew, and Daryl and them have to act like they with it, but you know they not with it. Like they just biding their time till they can get away from them and flip the situation, because Hornsby and them, they ain't no good, man. We find out the Commonwealth, they crooked, man. They crooked as any other community or organization or whatever that they have come across. They are negative and power hungry, everything under the sun. So it ends up, we see where everybody is at. They have been underground, hunkered down and stuff. Maggie and them, they go meet them. So Negan and them, they finally kind of bury the axe. Like, she don't forgive him, but she's starting to trust him. And he wants to go help her, but she like, look, you good. I want you to watch Lil Herschel. I trust you with him. You saved his life. I'm gonna trust you. But we got to do this on our own, and you got a family in the community of people to save yourself. So you watch over them. I'm going to go over here, do my thing. So we know that Maggie and Negan, they're going to get their spin-off. Like Walking Dead, they was a little premature with that announcement. So we know nothing going to happen to them. So it's not really, it takes away from the stress level or just the shock level of like, oh, they are in dire straits or whatever. You know they're gonna live and stuff, so they dropped the ball with that right there. Look like the sky is filled with locusts, like it's just locusts everywhere, and they cover the sky. And the crazy thing is, Leah, she comes from that crazy community of like everybody just like, it was so biblical, everything was acts of God, and as the episode is named, so it's like, is this a sign? Is it a good sign? Is it a bad sign? Hey, you never know. Daryl, Aaron, Gabriel, that crew right there, they have been running around with the stormtroopers and stuff. They finally go with their move and go against them. They end up in this empty junkyard or whatever, and it's finally like, okay, this is our chance. This is our chance right there to turn the tide. So they start shooting against them. They end up ahead of the situation. You know, the stormtroopers, they really suck. They really do suck, man. When they in situations and stuff, like, I don't know how their military is, but maybe they have certain kind of training or something, but I don't know, they just don't do good outside the walls. Like, it just I don't know, they try to make them in certain instances like, ooh, they clear out these areas so fast with their weapons, but then when in certain situations, like, they just suck. Like, they not worth a shit. Stephanie, aka Max. Like, we see her at the Commonwealth, and she suggests like a little something to the governor. Like, how about we have these extra funds, we set up a scholarship for the less fortunate. You could have swore that she asked that woman to eat her ass or something. Like, she's like, oh, no, we would never do something like that. Like, it's so weird. Because, like, in life there is like racism and stuff like that. Like, and that's bad. And there is gender stuff, like people be prejudiced against certain genders or something. But damn, you just hate the poor that bad. Like, I guess it does exist in society, but god damn, like they kind of go OD with it. Like, it's like, help poor people. Oh no, what a vulgar suggestion. Like, okay. And we see that Max, she kind of is taking some information. They're gonna try to have like a little uprising. The governor's son, he kind of catches her, but like he is stupid, so he doesn't really. He sees that she's being so protective of this file, but he just like brushes it off. Maybe he keeping that close to his vest because he's gonna use that like, Mama, I got information for you. Cause I don't know, he just a punk ass dude, man. And then if you read the comic book, oh, you would understand why I really hate him. He's the one that ended up killing Rick. Like, but Rick isn't around, so we don't see that happening. And who's the biggest character? Daryl. Daryl's gonna have a spin-off, so he's not gonna kill Daryl. Negan's gonna have a spin-off, so he's not killing Negan, not killing Maggie. Carol's not dying. So, who's the big character that the governor's son might kill for the shock or to keep up with the comic book? Nobody. But he killed Rick in the comic book, and dog, heartbreaking. It was just on comic pages, and I probably shed a tear. It was sad. So Leah is working for Hornsby and stuff. She ends up infiltrating the hilltop. They trying to find Maggie and them. They go into the hilltop. It's a trap. A lot of people get blown up. So they sacrifice the hilltop, the mansion, and they blow it up in there. So a lot of people have perished. And they like, okay, they think they killed everybody. They got one of her crew. He gets up. I've never seen him before, but he probably was on previous episodes or anything. But it's not a major character. They like, he gets up just so nonchalant. Okay, now we can go and kill these other people. Let's go. Pew! They blow his brains out like it was the cleanest shot in the world. It shot him and killed him. He died on his feet and didn't want to fall. Like, that's a super clean shot right there. Like, wow. But Leah comes out of there like the Terminator. Like, the building is smoking and all that. Like, she looks like she's like T-2000. Whenever she comes out of that building, I'm like, man, I thought that Mercer was one of the scariest people on Walking Dead. Even though he's not scary because he's a good guy. But I'm like, man, people can't fuck with Mercer. I'm like, man, she looked like the scariest cat of all. She looked scarier than everybody. The way she come out of that building, I'm like, damn, Leah is not to be played with. Then Daryl and them, they are running around. They are looking for clues and stuff, they are killing stormtroopers and walkers and stuff, and they running around. He sees a clue. What is this? It's like a rabbit foot or something. Oh shit. That's Leah. So Leah is alive. So now I think he knows to worry, because she is very capable out there. Like the stormtroopers are not, she is. She's very dangerous, and she has a reason to want to really hurt them because all her people got killed. So it's like, damn. But it's a good thing because now it's not, she don't have the element of surprise. He can now like come back and help and do whatever. Like he knows to go and look for her. Max, Connie, and crew, all of them, they back at the Commonwealth. They start the uprising. So they starting to get that together. So they about to try to take down the Commonwealth from the inside. So that's a good thing because the Commonwealth ain't shit. Now we have Maggie. She's out there. And she's against Leah. So it's Maggie's life experience versus Leah's military and life experience. So it's like, who will win in this situation? So Maggie gets the drop on her. She shoots at her. She ends up wounding her a little bit. So it's like, oh, but then she's following her. I'm like, this is not good. Maggie, she has a bunch of training and stuff. Like, Leah is not to be played with. You see her bandaging herself. She gets to drop on Maggie and knocks her ass out. Crazy thing, in cinema history, that is what the villain always does. You got the drop on her. You knock her out. You can do whatever you want. You can peel her fingernails off. You can cut all her hair off. You can stab her multiple times. You can shoot her any kind of way you want to. You can cut her up. You can hold her for a walker to bite her. You can do any kind of methods to kill her. But no, what she does, she ties her up with a bad knot, I do have to say, because Maggie is just sitting there untying herself. But she gets her, and she has to preach to her. I could kill you, but I want you to suffer like I have suffered. And she's doing this and she's shaking. I'm like, she killed everybody else so easily, but she's shaking with Maggie. I'm like, yeah. And I'm not trying to diss the episode or anything, because it's TV, and TV has a blueprint that they follow, a template. And so that's just what they do. But it's like, she could have killed Maggie so many different times. And of course Maggie picks at her and gets her to drop a guard or whatever, or be too exuberant. It gets in her face with the gun. Maggie gets loose. They fight. It's a good little fight. A good little fight. A little razzle dazzle. They got the knife fight and stuff. But then she gets on her. She hits her with that Ronda Rousey judo throw. She kicking Maggie's ass. So it's looking bad for Maggie. And yeah, Maggie is about to die in 3, 2, 1. Daryl Dixon to save the day. And the thing that makes it so incredible, like, because he didn't think twice. And he loved Leah. But family is family. Hey, we've been with Maggie too long. Leah, I know me and Leah not going to get together. It's a split decision. Gotta do what I gotta do. Kills Leah. But then the thing about that, he kills Leah, saves Maggie. But Hornsby and them is right outside. So now they got a rain of bullets and stuff. They got to get out of there. So they escape with their lives. They win the battle, but they don't win the war. Because you look at it, the Commonwealth, they take over the Hilltop. They take over Alexandria. They take over the neighboring neighborhoods, the communities that they have worked with. So the Commonwealth, it is bad. And the people that was in those communities, they have taken them prisoner and stuff. Like the governor sees that articles have been written about her. So now she's probably going to be looking for these people, for the uprising and stuff. It's not looking good. The tactical advantages that the crew had, I think they done kind of lost them at this point. It's looking dire, but it's something to overcome. So we shall see. I think Mercer is going to be a big part of them toppling the Commonwealth, because he has a lot of power physically and tactically or whatever. So, hey, it was a good episode, man. This was one of my favorites of the season. I really like this one. Please have a Rick sighting. Probably not the next episode or anything like that or whatever. I don't know if this is the mid-season finale or or another week. It's going to be 16 or 17. It's going to be the mid-season finale. I don't know. But please have a Rick sighting soon. Before the series is over. Rick, we need you. But like, comment, subscribe. Gonna be the greatest or the most hated man. I'll let you boy. Peace.